the rock spank your butt.
For the O-line, right?
No, we'll break it down, man. We'll break it down. This man is about to be a fun day. Happy draft day, man. Happy draft day to all you NBA fans. This is when the NBA takes over.
Hope Jay Knight goes top 5.
Yeah, the NBA knows they have about a month left before they have to go to the background with college football taking the stage and then in the NFL. So we thought better thing to do than for Malik and I to compete against each other today. And we're going to have our own Notre Dame draft. It should be pretty cool. We're going to do it at the end of the show. We both get the Notre Dame offensive line.
Okay, good.
Right? We both get the offensive line. And that should be.
That sets it as even as it can be right there.
We both get offensive line, so that should be cool.
They say you got some reverb on there.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. It's under already.
I love the fact that the Lucky Lefty Nation tunes in to us when they try to keep us on a timely schedule. I had to take somebody to the airport this morning and slow me down. LA traffic so crazy.
Was it that bad this morning?
Man, I don't know. I feel like everybody wanted to go today. So
yo, it's all good, man. So basically, we're gonna do that. Some big news just broke, though. Big news just broke. Texas got that quarterback. Did you see that, bro?
yeah, I did see Arch Manning going to Texas. If I'm everybody on the roster except Quinn Ewers, I'm probably leaving by the end of the day.
You're right. I forgot about Quinn Ewers was there, going back home after he left Ohio State.
I'm Malik Murphy. I'm out of there today.
It's so crazy because I honestly thought he was going to end up at Alabama.
I think Texas NIL standpoint and just the Texas network with the Mannings, it's a lot of power plays probably involved higher ups where I feel like, Arch basically did whatever Peyton or Eli told him to. Wait, whose son is it? It's not Eli or Peyton's. It's their other brother's son, right?
Yeah. It's the older brother.
The oldest brother's son.
They got the Cooper.
Cooper, the one that didn't make it.
Yes.
That's like if Jello had a baby.
He played, Cooper played wide receiver at Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Well, anyway. Whoever's on that roster in that QB room, I'm not putting up with that.
So it's very interesting. We have an Ohio State commit that would definitely be on the petty train today. But this is one of the funniest petty trains I think ever when we get to that story. It's a pretty funny story. We can't wait to get to that. As we said, we're going to do the Notre Dame draft. Well, we start out with, just our breakdowns of, a guy you talked to on IPC and who's trending towards Notre Dame. We love LL Nation. I know I make an attempt to always respond to every comment after the show. And regardless of what the comment is, and, there have been some crazy, there have been comments on both sides the last two shows. People agree, people disagree, whatever. Man, I hit the heart button, respond, and end my response with be blessed. Because at the end of the day, that's what we come here for. Talk Notre Dame, talk college football, talk culture, sports, music, everything.
Everything.
So in doing so, a couple of comments about Micah Tease came up, and I wanted to clarify because we were talking about Christian Gray and Micah Tease the other day being a package deal or sounding like a package deal based upon their relationship. and how that connected to something Notre Dame is building in the 23 and 24 class with family and relationships as being one of the pitches. And, they were making it, or they made it a point to say Micah Tease is going to play wide receiver at Notre Dame. And I just want to clarify, Micah Tease is being given the opportunity to play wide receiver at Notre Dame. He's coming to Notre Dame as an athlete. And he's going to get an opportunity to play both positions. He was initially recruited as a defensive back, and he wants the opportunity to be able to play both ways. He does not want to be a singular player. He wants to be a player that gets the opportunity to play both ways and make an impact on the game. So
that's probably the Heisman winner in college football.
Yeah.
Is a multiple position player, or a guy that goes two ways like Charles Woodson, or maybe even a quarterback that plays quarterback and linebacker. You never know.
Yeah.
I do think that's the level of athlete you're going to see at that Heisman level, especially you look at our team, you got guys, every guy plays both ways, or every guy plays more than one position.
Facts.
So there's a lot of coaching that's got to go on because you're getting half the technique in every position too.
His local nickname is the Clamp.
Is the Clown?
The Clamp. They call him
the Clamp. The Clamp.
They call him the Clamp. And I was like, as much, if you watch this film, the speed is evident, right? I think he clocked in at 4.41. So if you're clocking in at a 4.41, how fast will you be by the time you get a full off-season training at Notre Dame? If you're clocking at a 4.41 electronically in high school.
That's pretty crazy. The sky's the limit. Everybody's body's a little different. I think skill position guys like that, like Christian Gray's big. So I think Micah Tease doesn't have the same frame, but maybe the putting on weight wouldn't be the thing that would help him the most. Maybe just the conditioning and catching up to speed with college football, I think is going to help him be more prepared. Other than, he's not playing like lineman or DN. So, size, I don't know if it's as important as it used to be.
Yeah, I can see that point. But for me, when I looked at it, knowing the opportunity and how he's going to be used, the same thing with Micah Bell, right? When you talk to Micah Bell, he said, I'm being recruited as an athlete. You pointed that out on the interview you had with Christian Gray and Micah Tease. Notre Dame is doing a fantastic job of just going out and just getting elite
talent,
speed and athleticism, just athletes.
Yeah, we're just getting
and we're getting athletes on this roster, and when we get them in, we'll figure out where they need to play.
It's almost like how USC does it. They got a lot of athletes that are more skilled guys that come in. I think if you just look at it from just a sheet of paper, who we have on there, it's I don't think there's a lot of hit or misses. I think there's a lot of hits. We just got to put in the right position.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. You look at some of the things that pop out on his film. It's his ability. I think the first 5 clips or 5 of the first 10 clips are literally him taking a quick slant to the house. And that's what jumped out to me, like, oh, this dude is amazing with the ball in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's a ball hawk, right? You watch Micah Bell, you see him in the backfield, and this dude is breaking 50, 60-yard touchdowns. But yet still, you go to the defensive side, he's a ball hawk. And you start to see what's drawing the attention of this staff is not being so caught on guys that are – Caleb Downs is the same way. It's like everybody talks about Caleb Downs as a safety, but Caleb Downs is literally a quarterback, a tight end, a receiver. He plays so many positions and is dynamic at every position. This class is full of athletes. Full of athletes.
Full of athletes, but that's what you want. I mean, when you coming down to running out on the field, especially with some of these teams, the game could be won before you take a snap just due to the amount of depth of talent. There's a lot of rosters that are talentless or not talent full. We happen to be the luxury of having a lot of talent. Now, are we using it to the best of our ability? That's where the great coaching staff has to come in. But from a recruitment standpoint, we packed the house with enough talent to do some damage in college football.
Both of the Micahs, in my opinion,
are a lot of Micahs and Jadens now.
Man, Micahs, Jadens, and if you ask me, they're must-gets. Like, there are a lot of must-gets, but when you have elite athletes like that can do everything, for me, that's a must-get.
Yeah.
So we go to one of the most interesting things. We talk about Micah Tease, but the number one receiver in the 24 class announced that he's going to be at Notre Dame on today. And it's Ryan Wingo. And he comes from, their family he will be the third D1 player to come out of their family. The Wingo family is, legendary in St. Louis. And once again, Notre Dame tapping into St. Louis.
We're getting Jim. We're getting Jim out of St. Louis.
Tapping
into St. Louis. Was a Jim.
Yeah. More than likely.
Maybe. In Pimba, maybe. I mean, we got some St. Louis talent coming.
Yeah, they tapped into him really early. I think Illinois, Missouri, Notre Dame tapped into him really early, like right before his sophomore season. Built a relationship with the prior staff, and that relationship kind of continued. Chancey Stuckey's did an amazing job to get him on campus during the month of June for a camp. You know what I'm saying? So
kids are canceling visits for us. They're not doing that.
Right. So look for him to come back during a game day weekend in the fall, because he's going to more than likely carry. I can see him carrying his recruitment into the early spring, because the SEC schools are starting to jump on him now.
Yeah.
It was really the Midwest schools, the Big Ten schools, and Notre Dame that jumped on him early. Now the SEC schools are starting to take notice. And look, if you watch his film, bro, you can see is it an advantage when you have older brothers that you can watch do it, prepare, and get to the D1 level? When you're the youngster, your competitive spirit is almost like double their competitive spirit, because you've had an opportunity to watch and you have a chip on your shoulder being the youngest. Like, you know what? I want to be better.
Yeah, I saw a clip of Warren Sapp talking about he was the youngest of the family and the youngest of 3 or 4 boys.
Yeah.
So he said by the time he got to play with his own age, it was unfair, so definitely get an in-house competition, in-house motivation. As the only child for myself, I had to look at my environment around me as competition, but having that in-home competition with older brothers and sisters, definitely, if I had to guess what makes up a great athlete, that plays into it as well.
Absolutely. Which leads me to him coming on campus, him making an impact. Notre Dame will have, according to most in the recruiting circles, they will add in the next week 2 more athletes to the 2024 class. Jack Larson, 2024 4-star tight end out of Charlotte Catholic, same school that gave Mark Harrell to Notre Dame, and for a moment, Elijah Hood before he decommitted with the North Carolina. Jack Larson more than likely will be committing to Notre Dame on tomorrow. Then the announcement came down. I actually talked to him. I messed with him too. I had just talked to this dude the day before, and then he announces on Twitter yesterday that he's going to be making his college decision along with releasing his top 5 2024 4-star receiver out of Glen Ellen, Glenbard South, Cam Williams, here in Illinois. You know, when he put out his post, I was like, fam, you could have gave me the scoop. Like, I was just talking to you last night.
Just right there, man.
He laughed. He was like, my bad. But, you know, he basically just said, you know, the story was up on Irish Breakdown. I put the story up on Irish Breakdown on yesterday. You can go check it out if you missed it. It was funny because he was like, yo, I was just tired. I was tired of the recruiting process already.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of them do. That's why they put their phone on Do Not Disturb, I guess.
Yeah. And I'm starting to realize that, like, I don't know if recruits really enjoy the process now with all the accessibility and attention.
They don't enjoy it from schools they're not interested in. You know, they don't enjoy the Akrons and the Louisvilles or Coastal Carolinas calling them. Not when you're a Ohio State, Texas A&M, Alabama type of guy, because you just don't see too much in college football often. A kid just being that highly rated going to just an average school.
Right.
Not like going to HBCU, but just going to just a regular school down the block, you know. So it's really kind of made the NIL formed into, if you want big NIL money, go to these 6 or 7 schools and everybody else kind of falls underneath.
And so his top 5 were Cincinnati, Iowa, Wisconsin, Notre Dame, and Michigan. Those are his top 5. And I think Jack Larson's top 4, Michigan, Clemson, Notre Dame, and North Carolina. Those are his top 4. And more than likely, both will be announcing that they'll be making a commitment to Notre Dame. The 24th of June for Jack Larson, that's tomorrow. And then 8 o'clock on June 29th, Cam Williams out of Glenbard South, Glen Ellen, Illinois, will make his announcement, more than likely picking and giving his commitment to Notre Dame. So, you know,
Jack Larson sounds like a real good football name.
Yeah. That's facts. It sounds like a Notre Dame tight end. It fits.
Yeah, it sounds like a
Right.
Oh, we got Jack Larson.
Jack Larson. It just rolls off the tongue, right? You can already hear it on the broadcast. That's a nice 15-yard catch back, Jack Larson. You can hear it coming over the PA at the stadium. Jack Larson.
Yeah, that just sounds like it's gonna be. He's gonna be said a lot. I just feel like it's just
fact, man. You talk about a kid. I spoke to his coach for an article I wrote that I dropped last week for his commitment and what he's looking for. His coach was like, yo, you have to realize Jack came out for varsity during the COVID year, and we didn't get to play until the spring. So it was mostly 7-on-7 because we were still trying to keep distance. And, you know, we see this freshman, and this dude just comes out and he's making acrobatic catches. He's running by everybody, and he's 220 pounds as a freshman. And we're like, yo, we might have something here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure that was like an aha moment for the coaching staff at Charlotte Catholic. Like, yo, you see that? You see that?
I don't know how we be finding some of these guys, man, you know, but it's crazy. They talk about NFL will find you anywhere. Notre Dame will find you anywhere. We'll go to Canada all the way to Florida to come get you.
Look, bro, it's bananas because Notre Dame, the class at tight end in 24, you got Jonathan Eccles out of Florida, Landon Thomas out of Georgia, Martavius Collins out of Georgia, Brady Priscom out of Michigan, who I think eventually it comes down to Michigan and Notre Dame. Some SEC schools are jumping in on him as well. Jack Larson makes his decision. Christian Bentaniker, another kid from up here goes to Marion, 4-star. He just became a top 100 player, according to Rivals on yesterday. And the offers, I just gave you the offers that are already out, the 24 tight ends. This kid is being recruited. He's picking up 2 to 3 offers every day, right? And this is like being Notre Dame, you go after the best, right? So you have a 4-star kid like Christian Bentancur. He's a late bloomer, right? And you get on him, and he's really high on Notre Dame. And there's like this time that if you offer him a scholarship, you know he's going to take it. Like, you know, if you offer this kid a scholarship, more than likely,
he gonna take it before he walk out the room.
Absolutely. More than likely, he's like, I'm coming to Notre Dame, right? You expect to get Jack Larson, and then you already have offers out to 5 other elite tight ends that are absolutely fantastic. You like the Bentancur kid, but you still have these elite guys.
Yeah.
You know he will commit if you offer him.
We can't be like that anymore.
Right.
We just can't be like that.
Right. But if he continues,
we love you.
But now he's a top 100 player. He wasn't at the time that he came during the Irish invasion. Now he's a top 100 player after going to camps. If he continues to trend that way and dominates in his junior season, now you're in a trick bag because it's like, okay, he's the goods. We know he wants us, but now the SEC is sniffing around. So he might not be as quick to commit now because he wants to go take visits. This is just the trick bag of recruiting, man. Like balancing kids that you know are good, can play for you, versus the elite guys, and they're trending up to the elite guys that you know you want to go after. It's an amazing time, man. It's an amazing time, but it's just good to have all of these kids interested in Notre Dame.
It's a good time to be a Notre Dame fan and a recruit because, like we said, with the momentum we're carrying, you gotta be careful just throwing out offers.
You have to,
because we got the hottest bait in the sea,
and you don't want to end up with another Cedric Urban Jr. situation.
Because that's looking like it's happening more and more. I mean, we're about to complete the entire class and start on a whole new class before this season.
Yeah.
And we already solidified a major piece of the next year's class with the quarterback.
Yeah.
So Marcus Freeman has done his job really well, but almost too well. He can't just walk in the IMG and be like, give me him, and him. Because all of them might come.
That's 100%.
So now, you definitely don't want to end in a situation like Cedric Urban Jr. Because it's just a turnoff. It's not necessarily
We're not complaining. We're not
complaining. We're not complaining at all. We get Richard Young, we might forget.
It's all good. Right.
But to other recruits, it also puts them on notice.
Yeah.
Hey, this ain't no offer to just think about too long. You might have to make a decision quick.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So I think it's a good and bad thing, but it's a better thing for us because it just raises the perception that we used to have that we are getting far away from at this point.
Yeah.
Going from a non-effort in recruitment to now we got to beat kids off of not committing, which is a huge change in a year or so.
Lucky Lefty Podcast, man. Brought to you by Onora Whiskey, OnoraWhiskey.com. It's that premium American whiskey, OnoraWhiskey.com. So this brings up a transition that may take place because we've been very adamant over the last week or so that Notre Dame, before the season starts, could literally go into the fall with over 90% of their class filled.
Done. Yeah,
it's done in 2023. Like you have guys like that will be out there like Dante Moore. You have Caleb Downs. You have Samuel Mpemba. I might be missing one more person. The Jason Moore is up in the air. I think he commits. Especially coming off of what he just saw happen with his brother in the tournament. Yeah. I think he commits before his season begins. I really do. And that's another Michigan, Notre Dame, Clemson, same competitors. Absolutely same competitors. So they could end up with 22 kids, 23 kids committed. This is where Notre Dame and the coaching staff, and I'm interested in hearing what you have to say because it's the title of our show. This is when Notre Dame has the opportunity to become sharks. The team and the coaching staff. I think the team.
So we're going to turn into poachers? We're going to put our safari hat on?
We are the hunters. I believe Notre Dame will be in the position to be the hunters this year. I think there's a lot of doubt surrounding the team for various reasons, whether it's the coaching staff, whether it's the quarterback position. I think there are a lot of doubters out there. And I think this team will perceive itself as hunters. We talked about what Connor Radican said on the Inside the Garage podcast when he talked about there is no talk about a specific team, but there is a vibe and a feeling in the building that we know how people are looking at us. We know, and we know what the first game means. Like they know, and they're gearing up for it. They're like, hey, there's no need to even really isolate them and talk about them. It's unsaid. It doesn't need to be said. Let's go. Week 1, we have to be about it.
Yeah,
they
like we won.
They have to be on their masterpiece.
They just turned week 1 into it's a must win. It ain't because y'all didn't say it too much. We didn't say it too much.
Yeah.
That first game is built to must win for the whole season.
Yeah.
Because we know both of us are going to win about 9-10 games.
Right. Facts.
But this is the must win game of the season.
Yeah.
And we already talked our talk, so we ready.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to y'all more.
Yeah. So Notre Dame, the team, and the staff. Now, let me tell you why the staff will become sharks. With that many commits going into the fall, competing with Georgia and Alabama for Caleb Downs and Ohio State, competing with those same schools and Missouri for Samuel and Pemba. Notre Dame and its coaching staff become the sharks and start looking to flip kids.
That's what I'm saying.
This is my prediction, right? They already have an early start in their quarterback for the 24 class, right?
Yes, we good on that.
They could possibly go into the season with 6 commits in the 24 class, which is absolutely insane. Now they become sharks and start lurking the waters, start lurking around the recruiting waters, looking for who they can flip, especially if the season is going well. That's what I expect to happen. I expect at least one flip in the fall from this Notre Dame staff. I don't know who it can be or who it might be, but I expect one flip of a recruit from this Notre Dame staff.
I want to be Alabama flip, where they flip kids like nothing.
You going.
That's what we got to be at because we already had the terrible recruit story so far.
Bro.
Told the kid he was uncommitted when he came up. We done told the kid he got it over a kid in the year class. I mean, we making some crazy headways now.
Yeah.
Right. We should be sharks. We should be like call down to Tuscaloosa and shake up the locker room. Hey, I look at your stats. You ain't getting a lot of playing time down there, player.
Facts.
You might as well just take a visit.
Facts.
Look, we did a great job so far. We do a great job in the transfer portal. We get Brandon Joseph. We done scooped up on Jack Cohn. We even calling Keaton Slovis. I mean, we call Jaden Daniels. I mean, we calling guys now. So I think we're going to be sharks in the deep blue,
Yeah.
but you wouldn't know because we ain't going to rock the sailboat. We just going to come up and snatch them and just keep
Mhm.
going.
Yeah, facts.
You're not going to know we out there because we
Yeah.
make a lot of calls that don't get reported.
Yeah. So that's my prediction, man. I'm really predicting that that's the next step. That Notre Dame not only jumps out early on kids and jumps out early in their recruiting classes. Now we see the transition of this coaching staff turning into sharks and flipping kids that are committed to other programs during the fall. I think you're going to start seeing kids that are committed. Look, I know one defensive back that's committed to Georgia that they would absolutely love to flip. And if Caleb Downs somehow, some way ends up committing during the fall to Notre Dame, the possibility may be there. That might be one of my early predictions. But what position, looking at the way everything is lining up now, depending on how the situation plays out with what we discussed, a flip of a quarterback could be a possibility during the fall. I think the running back room is full. Heck, I think right now they're trending to end up with 4 wide receivers in the class.
Yeah.
5 offensive linemen with a possibility of 6. The defensive line haul is bananas.
Yeah,
maybe they flip one of those interior guys you always.
That's the only way I could. That's the only place. We either flip a superstar Jordan Addison receiver, or we flip a superstar D lineman. Everywhere else is like, I don't want to say we're good, but I like what we got enough to be like, okay, if we just let it develop, it might really be special.
Yeah.
But in terms of what we can really, really, really fix right now, I wouldn't mind taking a top interior tackle.
Yeah.
Or a nose guard or an opposite DN just to shut down DN. I wouldn't mind taking one of that.
Yeah, if you get one of those kids that comes in already like 315, 320.
That's where we go.
Like a dancing bear. Yeah.
That's where we flip kids. We don't, you kind of want to take the kids that you really invest in recruiting at the skill positions and stuff. Yeah, I get that. But we're taking bona fide interior. I wouldn't even say interior lineman. I'd say strictly 3 tech and a nose guard.
Yeah.
We get a big 330 whatever. That's what we need to be flipping.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everywhere else is like, and even with quarterbacks, I think we would be better off recruiting than getting transfers in every year.
Yeah.
Just because Jack was a lucky thing. Like, I don't think that's a model we should be going by when it comes.
It was a good look. It ended up being the best of both worlds for both parties, but it was definitely a good
way
look.
More better if that was even the correct sentence to say for Jack. Way more better.
Right.
Like Jack added value by keeping us where everybody thought we would be at, but we increased his draft value to even be looked at. He wasn't going no combine if it wasn't for us last season.
Yeah. I would say this though, and people might think I'm crazy. If Jack Cohn came back this year behind this offensive line, he would throw for 4,000 yards. Or darn near close to it.
No, he wouldn't throw for no 4,000.
All right. I'm telling you. Oh, he would throw for 300 a game.
I like Ian better than Jack, and Ian didn't even throw over 2,000. He threw for like 1,500 and like 17 touchdowns. It was something like, did you get hurt all season or something?
Well, Ian had those games where he had 89 yards rushing and like 172 passing with like 3 touchdowns.
Man, Ian has some real surprising numbers that senior season. I'm like, 15 touchdowns.
Most might say that he had a better junior season.
No, for sure, because senior season didn't make no sense. I would have thought they wasn't adding all the numbers in yet.
You do realize now this is going to make you laugh, bro. You do realize that Jack Cohn threw for 3,150 yards last year, right? I just want you to know that.
Before
Behind
that
offensive line. I'm just telling you, if he had the offensive line, Jack Cohn will put up 300 a week.
But you see what you said? 300 a week is a lot for anybody, number one.
But that's times 13.
But I'm just, okay. So you said,
you understand what I'm saying?
That's 3 extra games. You got like 3 full extra games.
That's top 13 games. That's why I said, yo.
Okay, yeah.
Possibility he could have come back and threw for four bills.
Yes.
That's a possibility. So
after that Florida State game, you could have said he would have messed around through for 300 a game.
But honestly, does not, because we talked about Tommy the other day, right? And I said, yo, I've given him a clean slate. You have not forgotten certain things.
No.
So you are kind of like glass half full.
Because you know why? Because they ain't forget nothing about what Marcus is doing. They documenting everything. I'll be seeing the message boards. He sneezed wrong, they docking it. They try to throw this Dante thing on, they docking it. So if we ain't gonna forget about Marcus Freeman, we definitely ain't forgetting about everybody else.
But you have to feel good about what you saw from Jack Cohn at Wisconsin and what Tommy Rees was able to do with him in Notre Dame.
Well, the
that has to bode well for Tommy Rees developing at that position, right? That has to be a positive.
The best thing Tommy did about the Jack Cohn situation is Jack Cohn came in with no expectation. If Tommy Rees was to bring in a quarterback with expectations of winning a championship, it's a totally different season. It was like we said before, we made Jack's season in his career better because he came to us. Ain't no expectation on that. Ain't no fan was like, oh my God, we about to win it all.
Right.
We done got Jack. It was like, Jack, why? That was the response. So it was easy for Jack to come in and G. Willikers, oh gosh, I don't know who's going to play, and do well because everything was like, wow, we didn't even know.
Right.
Which makes it easy for Tommy because it's like, Tommy, how you not calling the plays that we seen this guy do before? Well, the plays he was doing before, he would turn around and hand it off. So that's the best you can ask for when you have a quarterback with no expectation because it puts everybody else to sleep that the offensive coordinator has no expectations because you didn't give yourself none.
Yeah.
The fan base didn't believe we gave ourselves a national championship chance getting Jack Cohn in the transfer portal. What did everybody say? This is a transition year.
That's facts. That was the narrative before the season.
So as a transition year, there's no pressure on nobody. There's no pressure on Tommy. He like, look, it's transition, baby. We just getting through.
Yeah. I can see your point of view. I'm not pushing back on it. I'm just, I guess it's the GC side of me, right? You know what? Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead.
That might have to be a shirt, man. Put the good Christian shirt in the site.
That definitely is going to be a t-shirt.
The LLGC shirt.
You are a fool, man. You are a fool, dude.
Absolutely.
Podcast brought to you and featuring Onora Whiskey, OnoraWhiskey.com, that premium American whiskey, OnoraWhiskey.com. So 24 class getting ready to expand over the next 7 days. And then after that, it's the 23 class. As the month of July comes in, you'll see a flurry of announcements. And our expectation is that Notre Dame is going to get a lot of those commitments. We think they go into the season with minimum 21, and they can get up to anywhere near 23 commitments. And we did. Because I said I knew I was missing someone. Richard Young is the other 23 kid who's recruiting is going into the fall. Thank you, chat. LL Nation for pointing that out. And Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, it's the same. It's the same battles.
Yeah.
It's the same battles for Notre Dame going into the fall. But I truly believe this staff will go into the fall and eventually flip someone and add them to the class. Class that was supposed to be 25 deep might end up being 26 deep.
Yeah, like we might have to take a scholarship from another year to add on because we just, somebody leaving though. That's the unfortunate part about this recruitment. Somebody's leaving on the team right now because I know Marcus Freeman didn't talk too good to these freshmen coming in because all of them are talking about they playing.
But that's the culture.
You guys, CJ Carr talking about I need guys that's gonna win with me. And he 2 years out.
Well, the exact quote was, I need guys that are going to help me win a championship.
Oh, help me win. Oh, I'm sorry. That's even worse.
That was the exact quote.
That's even worse than a quote.
Get it right. Get it right. That's what he said. That's what he said.
So I know them recruiting meetings when you go on your visit to Notre Dame, they make you feel real good. They must go in there and tell you like, hey, you the king of this castle, boy. You might as well go ahead and commit.
Yo, it's a good feeling, man. It's a really good time to be a Notre Dame fan.
That's right.
Before we get to our Notre Dame draft, which is and one of the funniest petty stories you'll ever hear. This is not to replace anybody. This is why I said this. You know how you admire players, but you hate them? Like players on other teams that you hate, but if they play for your team, you would be like, yeah, all right. I'll give you a great example. Growing up, it was Dennis Rodman, right?
Yeah.
Bulls fan hated Dennis Rodman. But boy, when they told me we were getting him, I was like, yeah, I can rock. I'm rocking with the worm now, right?
Yeah, straight up.
LL Nation, give me the player on any roster from any team that Notre Dame is facing on the schedule that you can't stand or don't like, but if they play for Notre Dame, you'd be like, I'll take him. I'll take him. Yeah, he can play for us right now. I'll tell you who mine is right now. The Breesy kid from Clemson, the defensive tackle.
Oh, Brzee. Yeah, he would fit in with Notre Dame.
Yeah, I'll take him right now.
Coming out.
Can't stand him. He talks trash. He was talking trash when they came here in 20. But gosh darn it, I'll take him right now. I'll take him right now.
He's the leader of the Clemson team right now.
Yeah.
He talks that talk.
Yeah, I feel like we need that on the defensive line. Just a little, little talk.
That's what I'm saying. If we had to get one transfer in at one position, it's the D line.
Yeah.
Not that we don't got a good one.
Yeah.
But you can't go wrong with a solid, awesome 3 technique.
Yeah.
Or big, mean, nasty.
Yeah.
Guard. Like you can't go wrong, man.
I'll give you who came in second for me.
Who came in second?
Josh Downs.
Why?
The receiver from Carolina? Why?
I'm not a big fan of Josh Downs.
Man, you've lost your mind.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
You've lost your mind. You've taken this half glass empty.
Josh Downs, though.
This glass half empty thing a little bit too far.
Josh Downs, though? Really?
Downs is cold, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
I don't know. I have no clue what you're talking about right now.
I don't know. I would, but you gotta think you're taking him over. Who is he playing over right now?
Wait a minute. Are you saying that he couldn't start at Notre Dame?
Who over who though?
Malik. Lead the show right now. Lead the show right now. And I'm not about to get into that name names and do anything disrespectful. I'm not doing that. But you bugging right now.
Our receiver room
You're bugging right now. You're bugging right now. I love our receivers too, but don't act like Josh Downs wouldn't get targets on this squad. You need to stop. You need to stop, man.
But that's what I'm saying. This
where's your cap at?
Team.
Where's your cap at?
It's a different team now, Shaun.
Where's
Let's
your
be
cap?
fair.
Where's
Can we
your
be
cap?
fair?
You need to put your hat on because you
I'll
capping
give you a
right
perfect
now.
example. Why did Cardinal not commit to Notre Dame?
Say what now?
Why did Cardinal not commit to Notre Dame?
Wait a minute. You want the on the record answer or you want the off the record answer? I can't give you the off the record. I can't give you the off the record answer.
I believe Cardinal Tate didn't come to Notre Dame because he knew his targets wasn't going to be the targets he was going to get at Ohio State.
Cap.
Cardinal
Big
Tate,
cap.
if he came
Big
to Notre
cap.
Dame, he might see
Big cap.
6
Live.
to 8 targets a game. Maybe.
Why? Are you saying because they're not going to throw the ball as much?
I'm saying we have to spread the ball around.
Man, you need to
He's
stop.
only getting 6 to 8 targets a game.
You do realize, you do realize your tight end had over 70 receptions and he missed a full game.
Okay, but he's sharing
full game and a half.
What was the next most receptions? What was the next most receptions to Michael Mayer?
If I'm not mistaken, let me pull it up. If I'm not mistaken, which is crazy, it might have been no, it was Lindsey. I believe it was Austin. What I'm talking about, it was Austin. I think he had like 40, somewhere in the 40s.
So somewhere in the 40s, and he was our number one receiver, right?
Yeah.
Now, do you believe that if Kevin Austin stayed, he would have close to 48 this year with this quarterback?
So now you're making it about the transition of the quarterback. Once again, that has more to do with the offense, bro, that they're running.
Like I'm saying, Cardinal knew he was getting 6 to 8 targets a game. Because you gotta show love to that running back room. You gotta show love to the quarterback, and you gotta show love to all receivers.
That's not it, though.
He saw Jackson and Jigba get 12 catches at Utah game. He said, I'm going.
This is what you're not being honest about. Cardinal was only coming to Notre Dame if one thing happened. You know this.
Wait, say it again.
He was only coming to Notre Dame. He forget what he said. We know what he said.
Yeah, we know what he said.
He was only coming to Notre Dame if DM was here.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
this.
Sure.
Okay. You know this.
Okay.
So he's thinking about playing with his boy. His boy is going to target him.
Who is he going to at Ohio State? Because if they count on Dylan Raiola, then I like CJ over him.
You're not high on Dylan Raiola. We know this. We know this.
I think Dylan's going to be straight and all that because he's going to the Big Ten and Ohio State's the bully on the yard. He's going to go in there and look great.
Right.
But I like CJ better, though. So like Cardinal thinking quarterback.
Oh, you like CJ better than Raiola. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
I think Raiola's
I want to clarify. We got to make sure we clarify moving forward when we say things.
Oh, yeah. We got to
make sure we clarify. So you're saying that CJ Carr is better than Raiola.
Yeah, because that's 24 class.
Okay.
I ain't talking about nothing else.
Okay.
But if that's what Cardinal was thinking from a quarterback situation, and like, I'm gonna go to Ohio State, maybe not this year, but I got Dylan the next year.
Yeah.
Okay. But if that was your decision, I like CJ over Dylan. That's all I'm saying.
Like Notre Dame said, Tate told you he would go to Notre Dame without DM. Yes. And then he talked to us off the record after the show. He knew how to play the public perception game. Cardinal Tate was not coming to Notre Dame without Dante Moore.
Without Dante, no.
He wasn't.
And that's not saying Dante's not coming.
Because I remember when we did the show after the second interview, we called Cap on multiple things he said.
Yes.
Like, we know he said this, but nah. That's no.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I disagree. I disagree. I don't think he was scared away by. We know Ryan Day throws the ball more than Tommy Reese in that
Yes.
offense. That
Yes.
that goes without saying. So
It does go without saying because it's it's so true.
that goes without saying, right? I get it. I get what you're saying, and that's interesting because on the flip side, that should be the one thing that makes Notre Dame even more attractive to Richard Young, right?
Well, it's just an interesting situation because I think Rico Flores will fit way better in a 6 to 8 reception because he can jump the punt return.
Mm,
He can take
mm,
some handoffs in the backfield. So 6 to 8 on a receiver level ain't that big of a deal to Rico in my mind because I'm thinking, you play any and everything on offense, so it don't really matter. You are more of a playmaker.
yeah.
Cardinal Tate's a bona fide throw me the
I
ball
need 12,
route
12. I need 12. Yeah,
targets. I need
targets.
targets. This ain't the offense for that. We got the offense for we got a bunch of athletes and they all are humble enough that whenever they get the ball, they're gonna do their best job in that moment. None of them are gonna be crying
Right,
over receptions.
right, right,
Not that Carnell will be crying, but Carnell know his talent deserve 10 to 12 targets sitting outside at a single receiver side all game.
right.
Our offense with Tommy, you're gonna have guys inside, outside, moving around, flying, zooming, all type of different things going on.
Mm-hmm.
You got to cater your quarterback. One, CJ at this point is easy. It's just all right. We're just gonna drop back, do our thing. You need a break. Let's turn around, hand it off a little bit, and then go back to cutting them up. So the style of offenses are different. I think it's more fit for Carnell at Ohio State, but on the same side, I think Rico Flores fits us better than he would at Ohio State.
Yeah,
Rico Flores isn't a technician, so that's all they do over there is a bunch of cone drills at the receiver thing. So I think Rico will be more impactful in a game, which will be better for Tyler because
yeah.
both of them are kind of off schedule guys anyway.
Lucky Lefty Podcast, man. This has been fun. So now we got about 10 minutes left, bro. Let's go ahead. We're about to do our Notre Dame draft. So do you trust me to flip the coin? Do you trust me to flip the coin?
Hey, go ahead, flip that damn thing, man.
Okay, I'm gonna flip the coin. Heads, tails. You call it, and who you for the first pick? Ready?
Heads and tails. All right, I'm ready.
What are you calling?
I'm calling heads.
All right. Heads it is.
Okay, I got first
Heads
pick.
it is. Heads it is. This is the 2022 pre-fall camp LL Notre Dame draft. I'm interested. I think I know who you're gonna go with your first pick. So if everyone knows, and you can play along with us, let us know about our picks. Get on us. The GM in this thing. We're not taking, and we're not taking any offensive linemen.
Nope.
We both have the first string offensive line.
Yep.
So
Makes it easy.
that makes it easy. Now, your first pick. Who are you taking, bro?
First pick, I gotta go Foskey.
You going? Hey! I just knew you was gonna go the other direction.
I had to go Foskey. Because the special thing about our team is that it don't matter who the quarterback is.
You might be forcing my hand right now, bro.
Uh-oh.
You might be forcing my hand right now. So just so you know, we're gonna go 1-2, 2-1, 1-2.
Okay.
You understand? So we'll both get to be a front.
Back picks.
Yeah. So you're taking Foskey.
So did I get another pick, right? Or is it one?
No, it's my pick.
Oh yeah, 1-2. Okay.
I get to take 2 picks in a row, and then
Yep.
you get to take 2 picks in a row.
Got it.
So on and so forth. Give me Adam Viola.
Oh, I want Adam Viola too.
Give me Adam Viola. and Michael Mayer.
Mm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And now, okay.
You get 2 in a row. You get 2 in a row.
Now I'm gonna go because you got Mike. I gotta go Styles. I gotta grab up my
Okay.
Styles.
Okay. Okay.
And I want Tariq Bracy.
You want Bracy?
I want Bracy. I need the slot guy.
All right. I'm going to go. Brandon Joseph and Tyler Buckner.
I'm gonna go Marist.
Ooh. All right. I thought about him before Buckner. Buckner.
Gotta grab up my dog Marist.
Okay.
And
this is fun. This is funner than I thought it would be.
And I want Mickey.
You're gonna take the freshman.
I'm gonna take the freshman.
You're gonna take the freshman.
Look, I want my freshman to shine, man. That's gonna be my investment in the future. First round corner.
You're gonna take the freshman.
Take the freshman, man.
All right. I'm going to see your freshman with Tobias Merriweather.
I think he's gonna be good. I think he's gonna be real good. Damn, I like Tobias Merriweather.
Yes. And then I'm gonna hurt you. It's personal. I'm gonna take Aldrich Estime.
Oh,
I know you want him. I know you want him. So I'm gonna take Aldrich Estime just to keep you away from him. It's personal.
I'm about to give away my team now. I gotta do a trade. That's my guy, man. Damn, I'm wanting. Well, then okay. Let me get Chris Tyree. I'm gonna go Chris Tyree. I need a running back. Yeah, he can play punt return.
Okay.
And give me. Damn, you took my guy, man.
I know. I made it personal. We could discuss a trade at the end. We could discuss a trade.
You know what? Give me my dog Prince Collie. I gotta go Prince.
Nice.
Give me Prince.
Nice.
He gotta have a big year this year.
Nice. So. That's a nice move. That's a nice move.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to take Jordan. I have to get me a linebacker. I don't have a linebacker yet. So
Patello?
I have to take Patello.
Oh, I like Patello. I was choosing between him and first. Okay.
I have to take Patello. Right. And then Cam Hart, dude.
Yep. Okay. That's a good pick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Give me Howard Cross.
Nice.
And because you got Patello, I really wanted Patello. Give me Howard Cross. And give me I'll take see, this is tough for me because I like both of these guys. Give me Howard Cross and give me Jason Onye.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, give me Jason Onye. I like Jason.
You're on the same vibe as me. You're on the same vibe as me. I'm gonna take Riley Mills and Tyson Ford.
Oh, I'm on Tyson. That was choosing between. Do I get him or Tyson?
I was gonna take Onye if you took Tyson. I was gonna take Onye if you took Tyson.
Because it was the pick. I said I like Tyson because he's huge.
Yeah.
But Onye has been kicking ass. So man, okay, that's a good pick right there. Okay, give me my dog. Give me. Matter of fact, I'm going Angeli. I'm going Angeli over Pine.
For your quarterback?
For my quarterback.
All right.
I like the way he was running around. And for my second, I'll take Braden Lindsay. I'll take him. I'll take me a Braden Lindsay.
Okay.
I could do a little with that. He got a little speed for me, veteran.
Okay. I see you.
So now I got my cute.
I see you.
Steve can throw that thing deep at least.
Okay.
He got a stronger arm than Drew Pond. See, I'm not coaching a team like Tommy.
Okay.
See, if you want to coach like Tommy, you take a Drew, you take a Buckner. I'm taking a guy with an arm. So I'm gonna ask him to throw it deep. I got Lindsey.
Okay. Okay. I need a veteran.
Ooh.
I need a veteran.
Ooh.
Because I went young with Tobias. And I got my big dog in Mayer. Right?
Yep.
So I got Tobias is gonna take the top off for me at 6'4".
At 6'4", you gonna take the top off?
Oh yeah, he's gonna take the top off.
He a first round receiver.
Yes, sir. He's definitely a first round receiver. So I'm gonna go ahead and give me a veteran that can work the interior and work well with Mayer. I'm gonna go ahead and take Avery Davis.
Okay, that's a very solid pick.
I'm gonna take Avery Davis.
That's a solid pick, man.
And then this is tough. This is tough because I'm deciding between my boys.
I want to know because I know who I'm going with next.
Give me Ramon Henderson. Give me Ramon Henderson. Give me Ramon Henderson, dude. Give him to me. I was
wondering how long he was going to stay.
Boys.
I was wondering how long he was going to stay up there because I was
dude. Give me my boy Ramon Henderson.
Okay, that's a fair pick. That's a fair pick. That is a fair pick. I'm going to show love to one guy that I think is going to have a great year. I think is a Marcus Freeman favorite.
Hold on. L Nation, I see you guys talking. He took Styles with his second pick.
Oh, yeah. Styles coming off quick.
Styles is gone.
Styles gone. We good. We straight. Who I'm showing love to that I think is going to be surprisingly a playmaker because they have speed and they have athleticism and they're a veteran at this point.
Okay.
I'm going Xavier Watts.
That's who I was deciding between. I'm like, it's either Watts or Ramon that I wanted to take with that pick right there. All right.
Because Xavier Watts got some size and he's not a little dude out there either.
Facts.
And then I'm going to go freshman.
You going freshman?
I'm going freshman. And I'm taking who's a freshman I really like? I'll take Holden States.
Ooh.
I'll take
Holden. That's off the board.
I'll take Holden.
That's off the boards a little bit.
Yeah. I don't have no tight end,
You need a tight end. I'm gonna take the fast rising youngster, Nolan Ziegler.
They talk about Nolan a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Nolan Ziegler.
Started playing football like not too long ago or something like that.
Nolan Ziegler, and then I'm going to take. Let's see. I got my safeties. Let's see. I got my 2 wide receivers. I got Mills and Ford on the line with Adam Neola. All right, I'll take both of the twins. Give me Justin, too. Give me Justin, Adam Neola.
Okay.
To go ahead and be opposite of Riley Mills. Go ahead and give him to me.
Give me another underrated guy I think is going to have a good season. Philip Riley. I think Philip Riley is a big player.
Good call.
And I think he's going to fit well with what I'm running. And then give me our faithful, he's coming back with a vengeance, JD Bertrand.
You got Bertrand?
JD. Give me Bertrand. I got a motivated player on my team.
Okay. I'm going to put 3 safeties on the field. and I'm only gonna have 2 linebackers. So I got Botello, and Ziegler. Those are my 2 linebackers. I'll put an extra safety on the field. All right. So I'm going to take Houston Griffith.
Good pick. That was a good pick. I want a Houston.
Right? Because Brandon Joseph is his boy. So they work well together.
It's a good pair.
And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take Clarence Lewis. I believe the coach is gonna make him a better player.
Really?
I'm gonna go ahead and take Clarence Lewis.
Oh yeah, he's run out of options. He's taking Clarence. Okay. You got belief for you.
He's gonna be a good player. You watch.
Now I'm taking a stretch here because I heard a lot about him, even though I've talked a lot about him in a negative way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Matt Salerno, man. They said he's one of the most dangerous receivers on the team right now.
Okay.
I'll take Salerno.
I thought you were about to say you were taking him for special teams.
They said he's cooking right now. I'm going to trust the team on that one. And then, let me see. Because I like Ziegler. I wanted Ziegler. Let me see.
I know you did. I know you wanted it. I know you did.
And give me. And we can take freshmen, right?
Yeah, because we're only taking. Now this is up to you. We're taking 6 on offense, and we're taking all 11 on defense. So 17 picks. This is literally your last pick.
I want Jadarian. Jadarian Price. Playmaker. And I got Chris Tyree and Jadarian with Steve Angeli, with Braden Lindsay, and who my other guy? Styles?
Yeah.
With Holden States? Yeah, we doing something. We doing something. I don't know what we doing. We doing something. That's a solid little group. And you lucky I couldn't have my dog Jayden Thomas in there. I had him in there too.
Well, I got my quarterback. I'm going to take another receiver, dude. Either I'm going to take another receiver or another running back.
Yeah, I had to get Jadarian because
this is.
You can take Diggs. That's a nice.
I'm going to put this to a vote. I'm going to put this to a vote because I trust LL Nation. I trust LL Nation. So. Deion Cozy or Logan Diggs, LL Nation, let me know. LL Nation, you get to pick my last pick. Logan Diggs or Deion Cozy.
This is a tough one, though.
It's 50-50 right now. It's literally 50-50 right now. It's crazy.
That's a 50-50 crazy. I don't know which way
This is dope. I can't wait to do this next year, bro, with the incoming freshman class. I can't wait. I cannot wait to do this because I'm taking Braylon James like top 5 picks.
Oh, straight up.
Easy. Straight up. This is going to be dope. This is going to be dope. We're going to do this every year. This is amazing. Okay, it looks like Diggs is pulling away.
Wow. I was sleeping on Cozy now.
So I'm going to the old school 2 running back set, baby.
Yeah, I like that.
Which means I'm going to have to somebody's going to have to, go ahead and option out. I can use Logan Diggs in the passing game. I can use him in the passing game.
Can you? I know Jadarian is inside the tackle and outside.
You snuck Jadarian on me because I was about to get him.
That's a solid back right there. He's gonna be straight.
Yo, it looks like it's going to be Logan Diggs, bro.
Yeah, that's a good pickup.
It looks like it's going to be Logan Diggs, but I'm a smart dude. I'll tell you this, bro. I'll give you an opportunity to get your boy Audric Estimate, bro. I'll give you the chance. I'll give you the chance, dude. I'll make you an offer that you cannot refuse.
Oh, cannot refuse, huh?
Because I know you want him. I know you want him. I know you want him.
That's my guy.
I'll give you Audric Estimate for Jadarian Price.
Oh no, I can't do that. I can't do that.
That's your boy.
The thing why I can't do it is because I got a different offense now.
That's your boy, though.
Look, Jadarian can do a lot.
Facts.
And because he can do a lot, I gotta keep him. Audric, if I had a different quarterback now, I'll go Audric.
You know who I want. You know who I want off your squad. You know who I want off your squad.
Who you want?
Just like Audric is your boy, this is my boy.
Who your boy, man?
You took J Mick from me, dude. You did it on purpose after I took Estimate. I know you did. I know you did that on purpose.
You know I did. Yes.
You made it personal. Yes. You made it personal.
It was very personal. Yes.
You took J Mick from me.
Yeah, that's my guy right there. Now he gonna be my future first rounder right there. I got to develop that.
Okay.
I think we got that should have been the spring game teams right here.
You know what? They should have let us draft. They should. They should do a live draft.
But they had it.
They should let us do the live draft for the spring game.
LL Nation, call them up.
Call them up. Let them know, LL Nation. Send them a clip of the live draft. This is the first annual pre-fall camp live draft on Lefty Podcast. Man, this was fun, bro. I didn't know how it was going to turn out. I'm glad we just said, look, offensive line is the offensive line for everybody.
Obviously, yeah. You can't go wrong.
I was going to have to take Blake Fisher, like, with the first 2 games.
Yeah. High up.
Right.
You would have been.
And if I took Blake, I knew you were going to counter with Joe Alt.
Oh, for sure. Because Joe Alt got to come off the board ASAP.
Right. So we just said, look, flat out, everybody gets the same offensive line. Man, even LL Nation enjoyed it, man. We thank you guys for participating in that, man. Heck yeah. It's always trades. Base and Domer, it's draft day. It's draft day. It's always trades in the draft. Always.
Who you think going first in the NBA draft tonight?
You asked me who I think goes first, or who I would take first.
Who would you take?
Me, I probably would take Paulo first.
Over Jabari.
I probably would take Banchero first. But it would be between him and Chet. The Smith kid just didn't impress me enough, man.
Really? But Chet did?
Chet, dude. You
have to understand.
I've been watching Chet. Wait a minute. Chet went to a team where they asked him to play in the post. Chet plays with the ball. Man, Chet's game.
He played out of position.
Chet's game is going to open up when he gets to the league, bro. I'm telling you. Like, people saw like 50% of Chet Holmgren's game. This dude was literally, he was literally the point guard on his high school team, fam. He's almost 7 feet.
But what position is he playing in the league? That's the question.
Well, that depends on the work he puts in on the defensive end. That's going to be up to him.
He can't play the 5. He would get destroyed.
Well, and see, but you know what helps him out? Today's power forward is not yesterday's power forward. Like, there's no big, powerful power forwards that are going to
Andre Drummond?
Dude, are you – look at me. Man, I'm not worried about Andre Drummond and offensive moves. Are you for real?
If you were Chet, I'll worry.
And we're going to put Andre Drummond in pick and roll every trip down the court with Chet. Every trip.
Chet ain't defending nothing, Andre
every
Drummond.
Trip. And let's see if Drummond can get out to the three-point line and defend off the dribble. Let's see that.
Now you're giving him a lot of ball handling skills now.
Say it again.
You're giving Chet a lot of ball handling skills, but yet
You haven't. I can tell you haven't watched a bit of Chet in high school.
I have. Okay, this is what I'm taking. He doesn't have any low posts, but we know he's out of position. He gets a lot of blocks, but he doesn't have a frame for defense and stopping anybody every night.
He's never. Even when he's going to get bigger, but he's never going to be. His frame is his frame.
So he's only can be at one or two spots, maybe. He's not a point guard.
Yeah.
He's gonna be guarding James Harden every night.
You have to think about today's game, right? This is why I take Paolo is just so versatile. That's why I would take him 1.
Yeah.
And I just like him better than the Smith kid. Even though I don't really like taking Duke kids.
Yeah, not number 1.
Not number 1.
But Smith got the body. He's 6'10". And he can shoot threes.
It's something about his.
And he can jam.
You ask me. I'm telling you, he's gonna be the number 1 pick. He's going to be the number 1 pick.
Okay.
But I wouldn't take him number 1.
Damn.
I wouldn't. Because out of the 3, with the ball in isolation, Paolo can do more than Smith with the ball.
Yes.
Yeah. If you give them the ball with 7 seconds on the clock and you need them to create a bucket, Paolo is better at it.
I agree with that.
So for me, that's why I would take him first.
Because the game is a one-on-one type of game.
Yeah. And Blake Wesley should probably go late first round.
I hope he gets drafted. If Jaden gets drafted, he's getting drafted. Because
Jaden Ivey's going number 4. Jaden Ivey's going 4th.
So if he gets drafted, I think Blake can get drafted too.
He's right after Jaden Ivey's right after the top 3. He's the next dude. He's the next dude. I heard rumors that the Knicks were really trying to trade up to get him. They really want him. I heard the craziest thing though. Somebody on ESPN said that Jaden Ivey's player comp was Ja Morant, and I was like, man, you out of your mind.
He can't jump like him, but he can shoot. He can shoot better.
His handle is nowhere near where Ja Morant's handle was.
Yeah, it's not. But he can shoot better than Ja, and he can play make like Ja.
He can. He can. It's going to be very interesting, bro. It's going to be very interesting to see how things turn out at this draft. The Bulls, we'll probably pick around 9:30 tonight at the 18th pick. So, and man, if they take a European, the Bulls always do something stupid.
Taking the European sensation.
Yeah, somebody else we have to wait on a year or something crazy like that.
Y'all gonna sign Zach LaVine or what?
Say it again.
Y'all gonna give Zach LaVine his money or what?
I think ultimately he comes back to the Bulls. I wouldn't give him a dime. I wouldn't give him a dime. He's not getting a max from me. Not
no
max. No, a super max?
That's what he asking for.
Well, no. He's not eligible for the super max because he didn't make the
All-Star team.
The first, second, all-pro team, all NBA teams. So he's not eligible for the super max. But no, both knees are bad. Both knees are bad. And he had a back issue this season. Nah. You go ahead and walk.
No,
you go ahead and walk. I'll take DeMar and use that cap money to go get another free agent.
Who they gonna get? Bradley Beal? Ain't nobody else you can really go get right now.
This is my thing. If I was Brooklyn, I would let Kyrie walk.
Yeah.
At some point, man, it's better to be free than to be in cap hell in the NBA. Because once they get Ben Simmons, if they give Kyrie $40 million, they can't add anybody to the squad.
They can't.
They're not winning a championship with that trio, bro. They're not. They're not.
They'll lose all their depth quick.
Man. Dude, so for me, no, man. You got 2 knee issues and you want me to give you 30, 40 million for like 5 years? I can't do it, bro. Not my money. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Dang, Zach, you better be glad Shaun ain't the GM.
You know? And yeah, he hasn't been injured, but that's not the point. He has 2 bad knees and a back. Like, I don't care how long it took him to get injured. He has 2 bad knees and a back.
That's all you need to hear.
That's all you need to hear, bro. I can't. As much as I love him, I can't. Then, you know, supposedly there's friction between him and DeMar DeRozan. He didn't like the fact that he had to take a step back and play second fiddle and all that. Man, look.
DeMar DeRozan chopped this year, so.
Yeah, DeMar DeRozan put people in the blender this year.
Yeah. I mean, he was going crazy mid-range.
So, Lefty Podcast. Thanks, everybody, for your support. Don't forget, A2S Network. We will be launching a new show called Snaps and Sneaks. Snaps and Sneaks is an NBA show with Chris Kaysen, NBA writer for Slam Magazine, and Brian Crawford, former NBA writer for Slam Magazine and now a TV producer down in Atlanta. And I'll be making cameos with those guys, Snaps and Sneaks. I think Rashard Phillips will be on the show Monday as their first guest to go over the draft. He's a draft guru, and most people don't know he is the 1996 Round Ball Classic MVP. Yeah. Think about that class, that senior class in high school. He played in that game with Kobe Bryant, Jermaine O'Neal, and some great players, and he was the MVP up in Detroit in that game.
He even played with the St. Peter's coach then.
Yes. He played with Shaheem Holloway. And he played at Detroit Mercy and averaged like 30. So Rashard Phillips, draft guru. You can follow him on Twitter at RP3Natural. RP3Natural. He's going to be the first guest on Snap and Sneaks right here on Lefty Podcast Network on Monday night. You'll get the notification. If you're interested in talking about the draft and previewing the upcoming free agency, which is next Thursday, it's going to be a great show with those guys. So, bro, it's been
real.
Man, bro.
What a great show.
It's been real, dude. This draft went over better than I thought it would.
Heck yeah.
You know what time it is.
Petticoat. Petticoat Junction.
It's time to get petty.
Oh, we did a good job executing.
Are you upset with something?
And fire up the Petticoat Junction train.
I just don't like you.
You don't?
No.
What is today's petty history? Petty Junction.
Yes, sir. Petty Junction, Petty Story of the Day, brought to you by Onora Whiskey at OnoraWhiskey.com. That premium American whiskey, OnoraWhiskey.com. And if you drink, make sure that you drink responsibly. Yo, pettiest story of the day. Ohio State, 4-star commit at receiver Bryson Rogers committed to Ohio State back in April. My man put a screenshot of a text that he got from Michigan's wide receiver coach Ron Bellamy making an attempt to flip him after the news that Ohio State got Carnell Tate, Brandon Ennis, and Noah Rogers in consecutive days. He sent him a text at 4:02 p.m. on Wednesday that read, "What's going on, B?"
Thought he had a friend.
After being left on read for 3 hours, Rodgers broke the silence and responded to Bellamy at 7:54 p.m. with a simple "Go Bucks," as well as a chestnut emoji. Yo, that's mad petty, fam. That's what to do. That was one of the best. That was an attempt. Dude, Michigan is. Why would he think he could? Did he really think right now with the momentum that the wide receiver position has at Ohio State that he could flip a receiver from Ohio State? What? Yo, Ron Bellamy, as your boy DJ Khaled said, you played yourself.
You played yourself, dog.
You played yourself.
That big M's more like little M over there.
Right. Yo, you played yourself, man. You played yourself. Now it was super petty for him to put it out there on social media.
You know, these kids are going for these kids are trying to go for the viral.
Yeah.
And go hard. They trying to do the most outrageous stuff. So
yeah.
Be careful out there thinking you a shark.
A tab. Like man, if you're gonna be a shark, and you're gonna try to flip these kids, you gotta be mindful.
Don't get caught on that hook.
Man, boy, you got to be mindful. Great show.
SpongeBob was messing with them hooks. You're swimming around them hooks now.
Yo, man. Thank you guys so much for joining us, man. Tapping in. Do us a favor. Share, hit the like button, and most of all, hit the notification bell, man, so you guys can know when we're coming on and when we'll be doing another show, man. We appreciate you guys. As always, we'll see you tomorrow with another great episode. Have a great day. And most of all,